So unfortunately the end of last video cut out because the camera memory was full. I just started where I'd got to. I'd started putting the texture here. In actual fact, all you have to do then is run a wash down over the wall and then over the green area, going slightly onto the road, leaving 1 or 2 patches of green here where the grass is just catching the light coming over this wall. It's probably lighter than it needs to be, and I have gone onto the road, which I didn't do this side. What I'm now going to do is use the same colour that I use, which is burnt umber and ultramarine, dab off slightly, and I'm going to make some texture on this road with dry brush. Now, make sure you don't pick up too much paint when you do this, and make sure that you don't do that. If you run down the road, which is the instinct to do, it will look like a vertical thing sticking upwards. So the lines across this road have to be flat. Don't want them too regular. That's maybe a little bit regular over this side, but so with dry brush we're pointing upwards but moving sideways, so you're always moving in the sort of 45 degrees to the angle you're pointing. Doesn't matter if I go slightly over the green in the distance because the colour's fairly pale. I can make some of this slightly darker in the foreground. This is where I'm going to be slightly wet, yeah. So that brings it forward. And now we've done that, we can now extend this shadow that had got to there. And we're just going to sort of come across the road a little. Now what I'll do when I meet where that hard edge is just jiggle the brush into it, and it would just soften the leading edge. Just make that a little bit more irregular there. And also we want some of this here. Make sure that any lines you do are horizontal so that they help emphasize the shape of the road. You don't want any lines going upwards, and you don't want any lines coming downwards. All the lines that you put in will be lying flat, even where they're broken up. And that's a sort of first coat. Some of this will go darker later, but that sort of established the road and the shadow.